Now, you know when people in the modern day complain that players aren't like what they used to be, and that we don't have maverick players anymore, which is a side note, I think that gets overplayed a little. I could go on with that point, and I've rewritten the script for this video numerous times because my view on that took up too much time for the video, but I will say, if you're uncomfortable with the idea that football changes, and that it isn't the same as it was 20 years ago, then you need to step out of your little nostalgic bubble, and accept that time moves forward, not backwards. But if there is a modern player that fits that profile, it's Rayan Cherki. He might be the ultimate low-floor, high-ceiling player I've seen in recent years. If the reports are to be believed, then he could be available for just over 20 million quid. And what that represents is a potential gamble worth taking. Is he worth that, though? I'll be honest, I don't know. And hopefully this video will offer the clarity I need to properly answer that. Now, the one word I will use to describe Cherki is flair. He excites you when he has the ball at his feet because he has that air of unpredictability about him, in that you just don't know what's coming next. I'll go over his dribbling first. When he collects it, I wouldn't say it's out of patience, maintaining a position between the lines of an opponent's defensive midfield, which is where his usual starting position is in the Lyon formation. He drops in, searches for it, which this Lyon team gives him the ability to do so, and it shows that he has the capability to play in a team that's foundations is based on positional rotations and fluid movements. The only thing that I have to question is how he would perform as a cog as opposed to being the focal point within that, which he is at Lyon. Are you going to play nice with others, Rayan, you silly little sausage? But then when he gets the ball, step-overs, back heels, Cruyff turns, you name it, he has every Instagram highlight FIFA skill move in his locker to dazzle defenders and drive with the ball into dangerous areas, going on mazy little solo runs to put himself in a position to take a shot or pass to a teammate in a lot more space because of this is key. Also, his ability to draw fouls with these dribbles is fantastic, as when you play with this amount of flair, you're just going to get kicked. That's a basic fact of it. He travels with the ball transitionally really well too. As we'll talk about soon, he doesn't end up deep, so when he receives the ball on turnovers, he's high up the pitch already and can use his dribbling to drive into space well, whether that be through traffic or not. One thing that doesn't get credit, and that's because of his reputation maybe, is his decision making is actually class. His ability to draw players close to him and then use these moments to play passes to players in space is top. Even if he's doubled up on, he plays the game at his tempo to use technically difficult passes to recycle the ball. No look passes outside of the foot, again, happy to play with that level of arrogance that gets you a Twitter compilation. But don't let this underestimate the level of quality he has when playing forward to a player who now has a clearer sight or a goal scoring opportunity because of him. Also, his ability to search for the ball in main attacking phases and display his range of distance and technique is good too. One touch play receiving the ball from a quick movement, then play players in around the corner, just shows his quality when it comes to dictating tempos of games and putting the ball in advanced areas. His pass and move ability is key too. Receiving it, drawing plays towards him, playing the ball to a player who's taking advantage of the space created, and then making movements into space to receive the ball back and get a shot away is brilliant. Very impressive ability to strike through the ball with power while maintaining control is top level. A goal threat as well as a goal creating one too. Adds to his reputation as a maverick, and his dribbling can also help create these opportunities too if nothing else is on. He's capable of dropping deeper, almost into the defensive line to get on the ball and then spread it to the far side or up top to the striker. He's got such God-given ability that he doesn't even need to scan the pitch, just has this awareness of what the pitch looks like at that present time to be able to affect it however is needed. And as much as this sounds like a diss, it's not. He's a player that always seems to play the game at a slow tempo, even if it's frantic around him. Wonderfully two-footed too, to the point where I've seen him cross the ball and take set pieces with his supposedly weaker right foot. Outswinging, in-swinging, it doesn't matter, he's got it all in his locker. You may be watching and listening to this thinking, well, where's the issue? How can a player this good be a gamble? Well, as much as he has games where he shows off all of these qualities that I've just described, he is a player that has it in him to just not show up for games. As a United fan that watched Paul Pogba for about 5 years, it might be a French passport thing, but there are games where you just will not see him for the full 90, and he can frustrate the living hell out of you, especially when you know how much quality he has. Also, his off-the-ball work, and I can't stress this enough, is horrendous. No physicality in his duels. It's so easy for his marker to play passes and make movements without pressure, which can lead to overloads down his side and behind him, with maybe a midfielder having to come across too to cover, in turn creating space centrally, and it's the type of luxury he just cannot afford to be if he's expecting to move to an elite club. You like Mavericks, people? Well, this is what you get with them. Also, as I've just mentioned, not physically strong and not quick either. Combine that with a lack of work ethic and it makes you a hard player to make a strong case for. City have been linked with him, but for all his qualities, and I do think his on-the-ball qualities would suit Pep's system down to a T, I just cannot see Pep putting up with these cons. United maybe if they sell Bruno, but again, this is surely the exact type of personality and profile United can't be drawn to again, and PSG have moved far beyond a player that's this much of a luxury. But again, is he cheap enough for a top-level manager to gamble on with all the top-level qualities he has? Even after writing this, I'm still not sure what I think, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Cheers, lads. In a bit.